teams, G2, Esports, and Team EnVyUs, now one map apiece. This map is to decide who will make it to the finals here at DreamHack Open Cluj, Napoca 2015. And it's all going to be kicking off with the T side of G2 and what they decide to do with these Glocks. How do they opt to close the distance? Looks like they're going for the B play.
Indeed, Envy playing for the retakes towards A, only Apex in that direction. So can this CT side make this work? The flashbang's coming, but is it coming in fast enough? Kiyoshimaa's been completely undetected here, looking for his third frag, but NBK's going to steal it. Makelele won't get a frag for his team. That's an easy wipeout for Envy. And again, I've said this in previous maps of Cash as well. Often you'll have one CC player playing the car position on A. If you come through squeaky door, the player playing car can't hear it open. So unless you have a CT playing A to mid-rotate, they're not going to know that you're coming through the squeaky door. They chose to make the play towards B, and Kiyoshima's position was just too strong. Silenced USP, doing the job there, completely undetected.
And now it's time for the force buy from G2, not getting the bomb down. Just Tech9's a P250 on Rain, Kevlar's helmets. Let's see how they perform against the SMGs. Apex is in position, gets smacked down straight away by Dennis in middle. And that is going to be the start of something here for G2 as they can try to abuse the holes in the defense that have now been caused by such a frag early on. And they are shifting their movement towards A.
Indeed, and they have the solitary flashbang, which they're not going to use, just peeking the angle. Trades, though, are going to go in their favor. Now they're on the site. Kenyeso trying to stop them making the cross. Has got two. Could find a third. Dennis has only got 3 HP, but he's got to get the bomb down here. Gone for the risky plant as well, which can be defended from main. The nade coming in to finish off Kiyoshima. That P90 is getting all too close. Jacob to go down. The damage, though, has been done. They've got the plant as well, which is a great bonus for G2.
Absolutely. 3 kills and a bomb down is fantastic. And in this kind of spot, actually, a team like EnVyUs sometimes actually just goes for an execute. They'll force up in the following round and go for an execute. I wouldn't expect that out of G2. It's more of a thing that EnVyUs tends to be incredibly proficient at. But we'll have to see what they're going to go for here. Because they did do a lot of damage to the economy there, and they are going to buy a couple pistols, but it will be what it seems to be another eco, and we'll see the AKs in the following round. And EnVyUs need to make sure they get a clean one in this round, because G2 are going to be rocking those AKs, and they will be very overpowering if EnVyUs aren't on any good weapons or enough grenades to defend with.
Right, so G2, how will they choose to close the distance on this occasion? Again, they've got the Tech9s, the P250s. Dennis and Jacob with Kevlar. Dennis rocking the helmet to boot. Fast play into mid is going to cause a retreat from Envy.
We also have a fast play into A main here from EnVyUs. It's actually Happy going in with the M4, and he is on a journey of discovery there, and he's going to discover that there are no Ts towards the A side. The quick flank here. There is one who's by the squeaky door, but will it matter? We've got 2 quick kills coming in from G2 as they try to take control of the B bomb site. That bomb is trying to make its way across, but Apex is going to stop it with the 5-7, and that is a huge loss right now. G2 had a lot of momentum in this round. They need to get the frags now. And here it is, Dennis and Fox both picking them up. In comes MBK, the lone survivor here for EnVyUs. It's all a catastrophe right now for the French side as G2 get the bomb planted, and MBK is facing an incredibly difficult position. He's trying to edge his way in. There's the first kill. 2 more players to reveal themselves in Makelele and Fox as MBK tries to force them to peek out, but they're not biting the bait. Here he goes, though, forcing his way in through headshot. And they are doing such a good job at not revealing themselves. MBK shot in the back. What a ridiculous display there from G2, crushing EnVyUs in a round that they should have had almost clean.
You have to give massive credit to Dennis there, because a lot of people would have gone for the default plant all the way behind the boxes. He planted for Makelele in the checkers area, so Makelele does not have to peek, because if Fox goes down on the site, then he can stop the defuse from coming in. So great play by Dennis, put his teammates in a position to succeed.
Now it's the Deagle, the solitary Deagle on MBK and the rest of his teammates with PD50s and 5-7s. No Kevlar to speak of. They need to hit some unbelievable pistol shots, and they decided to stack towards the A bomb site. Perhaps that will be a pop flash into A main to allow them for some peaks, but very defensive approach here on the anti-eco for G2. They've had some great anti-eco strategies on various maps in this tournament.
Oh, that nade's going to land at Kiyoshima's feet and take most of him away. G2 have 2 Molotovs here, but again, this is a situation where they have a minute on the clock, but I'm already starting to get worried because they need to clear out their path and make sure they can detect where the stack is. At the moment, it seems they're somewhat committed to the A sides.
They're going into the stack, James.
Indeed they are. They're going into all the stack. So Kenya's going to take down Jacob, and now Fox is going to charge through. Again, no Molotovs, they're all going to fall down. G2's anti-eco looking pretty ropey now. Like a curry at 2 AM in the filthy streets of London, Dan. This is not looking good at all. Wayne has an AK though, but he's only got 35 seconds.
This is very, very hard for Rain to pull this one off because he's got to get through the choke point. He's got to get himself onto the bomb site. But look how they're peeking him. It's beautifully done there by EnVyUs. And this is, I was saying that they had good anti-ecos, but one of the key things about anti-ecos is thinking, okay, how can we lose this round?
Now you're seeing the frustration come out. Now you're seeing the frustration on Makalele. And sorry to cut you off there. Like, Team Liquid are a team to look at playing cash on an anti-eco. They are very, very thorough with their Molotovs. We saw one Molotov go the right direction towards the sandbag area in mid. But other than that, it was a complete mess from G2. They didn't have pop flashes going into the A site. They didn't give themselves enough time. They didn't really try and clear out the A site. They just, okay, let's go into A. There was, they had a guy mid, but they really didn't play the information game. That could have gone a lot better for them. They only had 2 Molotovs to start with. They had loads of nades, but only 2 Molotovs. Molotovs are key on anti-ecos, especially on a map like Cash.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no excuse not to have strong anti-eco strategies and to like have a guy or have it built into the strategy to find the stack, because it is the one way that you can be overpowered. It's the one way that you can lose that round with such a big advantage. Is against the stack, and that's going to be a great situation for EnVyUs, recontrolling the economy there. They of course have a lot of good weapons now. They got the AWP on KennyS, which is definitely a great sign for the French side, and any French fans out there supporting Team EnVyUs, expecting results from KennyS. It's going to be interesting to see what kinds of liberties that he decides to take on this map, because the previous map we saw very defensive KennyS with the AWP on the CT side, but this is a map where you can do a lot with it. You can go all over the place, middle, you can go to A, you can push B. There are just unlimited options for it.
Okay, so G2 have taken a moment to recompose. And Envy, again, we said the key for them to win here is to rack up the rounds on the CT side. It's a good start so far. Bit of a shaky one where G2 got a round back, but G2 have given the advantage back to the CTs with that poor approach to the previous round. Can they get things back together now? 2 people facing the mid area. Apex to take 1 down, and that will be good for him. He'll leave them in mid to bide their time. He will leave them to their own devices.
Absolutely, and the push is starting to come into the B bomb side. It's going to be interesting to see if this very defensive setup is going to be good here. If there are nades left to just throw it into the bomb site, there aren't very many here. So this is going to be a struggle here for G2. KennyS is going to just rattle off 1 shot. That's 1 player down. That's another one. KennyS is going to lose his teammate, but there's the 3rd frag. Can he get the 4th? He won't. He finally goes down, but it's just Dennis left alive to try to save his team in this situation. He's got 45 seconds left, but the bomb is down in a precarious spot, and he's got players crawling in from all angles to face him all at once. And here it is, Dennis with the first one-on-one. That's happy with the frag. Great defense coming in from KennyS, and that is going to be 4-1 now on the board as G2 have to eco.
I feel like this is a humongous advantage already for Envy. They have momentum, they have money, they have weaponry, they have everything going their way at the moment, and they are the team who can really roll with such momentum all the way through this half, but time will tell. G2 in a position where they're probably going to have to give away another round to Envy. Opted for loads of pistols, going to have no smokes here. Again, there are options where you could try and wall off half the site, maybe go for a short plant attempt from A-main. But look at this aggression from Happy, just charging in there. Going to take down Makalele, take a lot of damage. The question is, G2 will at least want a bomb plant from this. Although damage to the economy of Envy will be key as well for the long-term game. At present, they are all in A main, where there is a boost on the sites. And again, they have no nades, there's no flashes. Just P250 is all they have to offer.
Yeah, I got to say, Apex is one of the most enjoyable players to watch playing that middle position, but he is going to have a nasty...
Dead now, of course.
He's got timing itis there, just looking away right at the wrong moment, and he's going to fall down. So 4 players here for EnVyUs against the 4 very under-equipped pistoling players of G2. They need more damage in this round, but of course, I think 2 frags with just a couple P250s is an enormous result. Let's see if they can get some more done here. They're moving, edging, shuffling towards that B-bomb site where there are 2 players lying in wait from EnVyUs, one of them being KennyS. This is not going to be a good time here for G2. He'll hit the first shot, and will he get any more here? He's getting tagged down, but he's got Kiyoshima to play with. And there is the spray with the rifles, doing the job. Kiyoshima with the triple, and that will be 5-1 now for EnVyUs. And G2, they'll go in with the buy in the next round, so this is going to be interesting to see how they decide to open this round up. But there's no AWP, which is unfortunate for them, because Fox could really help with that, with the AWP entries.
Indeed, if they can take this round, then they will hope that they can pick up the AWP. They can steal it from the carcass of KennyS, but that is wishful thinking. A 4-round lead here for Envy, a very good start for them. in the final map of this epic best of 3, the final chapter in this trilogy. Many flashbangs coming in for the EnVy side. And again, they're just going to go for loads of nades. Speaking of loads, there are loads of T's here to contend with, but NBK's going to get a 2-man spray down. However, that's 2 CTs lost on the A side, and now the EnVy side will be stretched. G2 speeding things up now with loads of time on the clock.
Yeah, deciding to actually go for it. They could actually hold off. They're not committed into the A site, but Happy's there right outside the squeaky door, waiting for these T's to push into him, and he's in the smoke right now, and he doesn't know where he is. Michael Elliott will get the punishing frag. The trades come in, and G2 look phenomenal right now after those trades. They can get the bomb down if they want. There's still a minute to play with, and kennyS will move in as the bomb goes down. He's got the AWP from up top as he looks for the frag onto Dennis. He sees the trajectory of the nades, and Dennis, oh, he's going to miss the shot, and Fox is going to punish. There it is. G2 pick up a round, a very speedy round in which EnVyUs chose a timely aggression into A main, but it did not pan out for them in the end.
I'm wondering if G2 even want the AWP at the moment, because Fox had an opportunity to jump on the forklift and go and grab it, but he was like, no, whatever. So it seems they may be preferring the more fluid movement with 5 AKs for the time being. We'll have to see as time goes on. Going to see a few more Molotovs coming out for the G2 side. The buy continues for EnVy, and they are all in now. The second AWP coming out onto Happy. Apex down to a 5-7.
Absolutely. This is going to be a big test here. Happy's in a position where he could get caught out there if he goes too deep into squeaky door. With all these T's moving very closely through A main, this could really, really hurt Happy. He's going to be stuck in this position, and there is one player that's going to challenge him as the T's spill into the bomb site. It's going to be Apex with the 5-7, and Happy from the back to pick up frags. It's looking quite good here for EnVyUs. Multiple kills coming in. Apex there from forklift doing a massive amount of damage. Is he? Yes, he will get the final kill with the wallbang. Apex, phenomenal performance with that pistol, and that is going to send EnVyUs to a new level of dominance right now, because G2 cannot buy, and Apex did a lot with very little there.
That is definitely a performance worthy of golf claps. Apex has historically been quite dangerous with a 5-7, showing his prowess here. Such damage done to the side of G2. They are resets. They are limited to mere pistols, just a solitary Tech 9 as well. Not much going on in the G2 camp, and if you're a G2 fan, if you admired their run so far, thus far, then you may start to get a little bit concerned here.
It's all about the eco shenanigans again. Apex in middle, hopefully this time expecting not to get caught with a nade in his hand or looking the wrong way. There's the first frag as he spots all the T's. He'll shuffle back here and he'll start to let his teammates do some of the damage as well. But this is a little bit precarious. He'll finally get taken down by none other than Happy. Happy's like, you have failed, you must die. And kennyS will show him how it's done. Great headshot onto Rain. It's just Dennis left alive. Can he get some more damage done here? Still wondering why Happy decided to execute Apex, but...
Just a very excited young boy. No, hormones out of control, just can't stop firing the gun. Dennis going for the spray down there. The Kenny will finish him off eventually. That headshot onto Rain was brutal. I think a headshot does about 441 damage. A little bit overkill. But there we go. Double AWPs will continue on the CT side. G2 going for the buy once again. Now they're facing a 5-round lead. And again, you might be a bit worried for G2, but their CT sides have shown to be fairly solid, especially wherever Fox is holding. But that's a long way away for now, and they need to get more going for them on their T side. The CTs have a reasonable amount of money in the bank, so it might take a while to break them. But it seems they're going to go for a play towards the B bomb site. Kenny not in a position to get anything done here. Dennis going to shoot him straight in the face.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard for EnVyUs from this position. We've got Kiyoshima with some good spray through the metal shutter there, but he's going to go up the ramp and try to spot here. How are EnVyUs going to manage to create a retake from this position? It's a very hard site to retake. Fox is somehow... He's
making an outline.
Yeah, he's making the outline there, indeed. Like, well, we'll have to see if Kiyoshima can get something done from up top and create a distraction for his teammates to burst into that vent room right now. It's being held very, very well, but EnVyUs looks like they don't really want this. Kiyoshima not getting a fast frag. They decide to just make sure that everybody dies on the exit.
Indeed, they want to make sure G2 stay off that AWP that was dropped by kennyS, and they're doing a good job of it so far. How many people will survive here for G2? Well, now the EnVy side are starting to get wiped out. Only NBK's alive for now, so who does this favor? Let's have a look at the money going into the next round here. Indeed, EnVy will have to force the buy from all their remaining players, obviously, which will leave them with next to nothing in the bank. NBK will continue with about 2.5k. Other than that, not much going on in the CT economy. This is the opportunity. This is the time for G2 to force their way back into this game.
All right, so Fox on the AWP. He hasn't got a fast timing into B, so we'll have to see if he goes very, very defensive on the angle. Looks like he's actually doing that. So if EnVyUs were to throw an aggression in, but, well, okay, the aggression is going from G2. Wow, Happy gets taken down straight off the top of the red container. Apex is looking to get the save here. He does not want to allow the tease through onto the bomb site. And some great counter grenades there from MBK, despite going down, will save the day. And the tease will be eliminated. Apex up top, large and in charge once again, doing the damage. There's another frag coming in, and another one. Apex will not stop. It's just Dennis left alive now, and Apex is finally going to get eliminated. But KennyS with the bullet that has Dennis written all over it. And that's going to be another round going the way of the French side.
Indeed it is, but the EnVy side have a 5-round lead at the moment. The good thing going for them is that the G2 economy has been decimated, basically. If G2 were to win this round, then they could potentially bring us back to 8-7. However, their economy is not in the place to allow them to do so, which means that EnVy have an opportunity to get their economy built up a little bit more. This time it will be a Kiyashima reduced to the 5-7. So you can see the strains here. NBK picking up a taser, maybe looking to have a bit of fun later on.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they can get the kills coming in with those pistols. We've got Apex, they'll be spotting this again. We've seen there was a very similar round before, and it didn't look super great for Apex actually. He got a couple of kills, but how much more can he get done? They will be harassing him here. The bullets will come in from Apex. Much better this time, 3 kills, just picking them off. Bit like a shooting gallery there in middle for Apex. And Happy will also chime in for some frags as well. So largely ineffectual round, although Jacob has picked himself up an M4.
Apex on 19 kills at the moment.
He's definitely having a great half for his team. Jacob just looking to see if he can keep himself in a good position here, because if the CTs, it'll be easier for him with time on the clock to try to bait the CTs into attacking into a favorable engagement than going out to middle, which would be very unfavorable for him. So smart play from JKM. Will he get rewarded? Yes, he'll get the kill into Kiyashima. So a bit of extra damage there before the wallbang comes in from KennyS. The penetration kill with the AWP. And we'll move into the next round, where G2's money is not all that great. They'll be lacking an AWP as an option. They'll be lacking grenades. So the execute potential is going to be a little bit weaker. EnVyUs in an incredibly strong position to do a lot of work in this first half.
Indeed, G2 are in a position where they more or less have to play for picks. They've got 3 smokes actually, so they could go for a bit of a smoke wall, but then they're going to have to go for the picks after that. Got some flashbangs if they choose to smoke quad here, but Happy's already being boosted, maybe having a read on what they might expect from G2. Makaleli heading towards Squeaky, but G2 are just going to charge into the site once again and get a headshot onto Happy now. Apex going down as well. He's been integral for the CTs in these rounds. Down goes NBK. Good start for the G2 side. Picking up an M4 as well. So what is the play here from Kiyashima and KennyS? Looking at the CT economy, they can't afford to lose these rifles. They really have to save. They can't go to try and make a damage play.
Yeah, this is quite a nice round for GT to come back in, actually, because with this kind of a win, with this kind of a round, they can actually, it's very viable for them to get that 9-6. It's quite possible now because of the way that the economy is looking for Team EnVyUs. Had it gone the other way around, of course, they don't really get many opportunities. They've got to be careful not to lose too many players. KennyS is getting frag after frag after frag with the AWP on the exits. He is definitely asserting his dominance right now with this AWP. He might just get another one. The flick comes in, but he won't connect the shot. But still, some brutal, savage action there from the sniper rifle of KennyS. And we'll see that he is going to save that. And that could actually end up turning things if G2 aren't careful. I hope they have an execute in the bag here or some way to shut that down, because they cannot afford to let EnVyUs back in. They've got them on the ropes. They could still get a nice amount of rounds in this half. EnVy
forcing things up, and KennyS did enough damage there to limit the utility of G2 once more. They've got the smokes, but again, they don't have the Molotov. 3 players on the EnVy side on pistols, and the charge is coming in. Kenny's going to be flashed out of position, but Apex is coming in now. He's going to have rain flying at him, and that's going to be enough. But Kenny hold down the side. There are 2 frags for 2 shots now. Looking for the third, not quite connecting. Jacob to take him down finally. There's a smoke in CT as well, and things will get hard for EnVy.
That was incredibly scary right there. KennyS, and he managed to take down a couple players, and in comes MBK with that deagle. The bomb has been planted meanwhile for G2 as they look for options here. MBK taking pot shots, but he's finally going to be silenced here as Happy tries to get it done through the metal shutter again. And Kiyoshima's going to find himself the AWP here. That's a big moment. Kiyoshima finding a headshot as well. Happy comes in from the top, and they steal away the round. That's daylight robbery there. Team EnVyUs will make it to 10, and G2, they should absolutely have had this round, especially after slaughtering Kenny S after only a mere 2 kills there on the defense.
I do not know what just happened in that. To take that back for Envy, that was amazing stuff. G2 have 4 rounds now on their T side. Going into this last round, they have the AWP onto Fox, no armor, an AK onto Rain, pistols, and some grenades. Are we seeing the end of the line here, slowly but surely? Of course, the CT half is still to come, but G2 will definitely want to win that pistol. They've got to get some more rounds on the board here.
Absolutely, that Kiyoshima clutch may end up being incredibly key here. These extra rounds are very, very important. And here he goes again. He's going to take advantage of Michael Lella. He spots Dennis as well behind the vents. He's going to snap him down. And Kiyoshima now is giving his team a massive advantage into this final round of the first half of the deciding map here on Cash. Fox, he can't get the flick in time. Kiyoshima is ruthless, taking down 3 players now. And it's just Rain left alive. He's going to find the quick kill onto Happy, but he's got Kiyoshima to contend with. What a frag there coming in from Rain. He's going to be pushing into the bomb site. The bomb is on his back. He's got the smoke for cover, so he can make the approach to the bomb site. And he does have some time as well. He's going to try to get the frag onto the flanking player. The game sense from this man is unreal. There's still 2 more players to find, though. Rain, he's going to get another one. MPK goes down. He's created a 1-on-1. He's got so much time to use as well. He's going to make his way back towards the middle position. And he's going to try to trick his opponent right now. Apex, though, oh my goodness gracious me, Rain is an absolute monster. This guy, definitely one of the smartest and most clutch players in the game.
How can he do this so often, time and time again? 5 versus 1 is not enough to stop Rain. That is why he's a Bond villain. It requires a lot to take him down, Dan. A hell of a lot. So he gets that key 5th round for G2. 10-5 is not a bad score here on the T side versus Envy on the CT side. This is doable for G2. This is a reasonable score, I would say, for both teams.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the CT side is very strong. It's definitely their stronger side. Typically for G2, they can really abuse, again, the skill of Fox. We've seen that in the past. Jakim as well. Michael Elliott in his position towards middle doesn't usually tend to get a lot of action against teams, but he enables Rain and Dennis to do a lot of work towards A and on the rotation for mid support. So Michael Elliott is a very good shot caller in also basically calling for his team, how the round is looking, which is another reason why it's so cool to have him on middle. So we might not see a lot of frags out of Michael Elliott, but we could see a really crazy half actually from the rest of his team. And EnVyUs, they can't. There's no comfort in this series. There's not been a single moment.
No,
not a single moment.
Don't look at 10-5 as a massive advantage here as G2 head towards their CT side. It definitely isn't. This is an average score for this particular map. Sides considered, again, the pistol round will be key. If Envy can take the pistol, then they will put themselves in a very strong position. Then everything changes within 1 round. If G2 win the pistol, then Envy are on the 4th spy. And I'm still scared if I'm G2.
Absolutely, yeah. It's kind of unreal, though, that Rain got that round. I mean, the previous round where Kiyoshima managed to clutch in the bomb side, pick up the AWP, and just quickly snap someone down is just unbelievable. And we can see the clutch playing out here as he makes his way through. He has the bomb the entire time, and he's just able to just perfectly read exactly where the players are going to attack him from, and he does not falter on a single shot.
Easy 5K.
What an unreal player that guy is.
He is a beast, man. Envy going for 4 Kevlars in the 2nd pistol. Apex going to have to smoke on the flash. 4 Kevlars for G2 as well. Let's look at the setups here. Envy going for a fast play towards A, it looks like. And G2 maybe making the right gamble. Not going to be playing for the retake here. They're going to have Jakim on the site. They're going to have Rain deep, watching Squeaky and Main. Here we go. Just the lurker, of course, Happy. Who else? Towards mid. Apex pressuring Main. The rest of the team planning to come through Squeaky.
Yeah, lots of damage can be done here. G2 actually has some good positions. 3 players already on the site. It will take them They have to be fast and precise, though. They won't get many opportunities for shots. There it is, though. The kill is coming there. Rain with 2. Can he get any more? Looks like he'll get shut down by NBK. So we have even trades going for both teams, but the bomb site is still heavily contested. The bomb is not going to go down. It's actually fallen onto the ground, and Dennis and Michael Ellie are going to make this much worse. It's just Happy he's left alive now, coming in from short. They don't know his position just yet, but they're cognizant that he could be anywhere, of course. And Dennis is edging on, and he's going to find the shot, planting one straight in Happy's face. And that's going to be the round for G2, so they're going to start with a good economy. But James, it's almost more scary right now because the force buy is absolutely coming from EnVyUs.
We just got a real match, Dan, and indeed, the force buy is coming out from Envy all day. Rain with a very fast first shot, and a second one. The bomb carrier going down. That was very nice play by him. The rest of his team to follow up. So NBK will be on the scout, and he'll have a smoke in tow as well. 3 of his players are going to have some Kevlar, 1 with a helmet. I think NBK would have just spotted a player behind the box there as well, which is JKM, so he's just going to wait for the peak to come in and make the call to his teammates. I wonder if this will slow things down. We just saw a peak as well from a player on B. Now NBK has 2 targets to find. Is he going to look for the headshot? Had a bit of a pot shot attempted by the CTs there. Problem for Envy is they don't have any nades really to force the CT out of position. That's a good start there. Fox gonna close things up with the smoke on the site as well and come in with that P90. JKM, they finally wait for him to come out, and this is a good start from Envy.
Yeah, 2 players left, Dennis and Michael Ellie. They'll be shuffling in for the retake, but Dennis takes a shot straight to the face there from MBK, and he is now out of the picture. Just Michael Ellie against 5 with his P90, and Kiyoshima gets it done with the CZ. 11-6. Team EnVyUs, they win the force buy. That is ridiculous. They pick up a bunch of weapons. It could not be more difficult for G2 to get back into this game. There is no way it could be more difficult. Envy.
Just envy things, Dan. At this point, it's expected for him to win the second round on the force buy.
It's ridiculous.
In almost every match.
I want someone to crunch the numbers and basically put the numbers out there of their success rate with that. It's ridiculous.
Indeed it is. And oh, McAlady with a good start here, but they're going to need many more frags. They are facing, well, they were facing triple P90, but the AK has now been picked up. NBK opting to continue with the scout, although he's not in a position to grab that P90 at the moment. Focusing towards the B bomb site. Can G2 get themselves back into this once more? They've got a good setup. We've seen Jacob get a 4-man from that position, but that was with an M4A4. He's only got a pistol. Going to get taken down by Kenny now. 2 more to find. Fox has left the building as well. And maybe the chances of G2 to take this series are leaving slowly but surely.
Michael Elliott finds himself another headshot, though. He's going to even up the numbers. This is actually a little bit more labored than it should be. Dennis coming in with a frag, a surprise kill, the CZ. And all of a sudden, Kiyoshima is going to find himself one of the kills back straight onto Rain, and he's going to open up a path towards the A bomb site and middle as well. But NBK is very low, and Michael Elliott and Dennis are pretty healthy with those Kevlars as well. And some tags coming in. Kiyoshima, his attention quickly turning to the right. The precision not quite there. And Dennis is still alive. And there's 2 players in middle right now. The time is starting to play into this round as we have 30 seconds. There's no choice but for EnVyUs to reroute themselves onto that B bomb site. In comes Michael Elliott, though, from the top with the Deagle. Will he find his target? There's MBK jumping around, looking for the shot with the scout, as we have also his teammate coming in. That's a nice tag from MBK, but the frags are starting to happen right now. Kiyoshima, he's got 5 points of health. Michael Elliott is going to go down. Kiyoshima wins a very important round there for EnVyUs. 12-6 will be the score now, as EnVyUs still asserting their dominance. It was a close call, but still, it's so hard for G2. What are they going to do? They have to eco. Michael
Ellie knows what this means. Dennis did so much work there, but he was on the A site with only 5 bullets left in the CZ. He was facing Kiyoshima. I think in most situations, if he's got a full clip there, he's going to fire bullets faster, but he knows if he misses, he's done. And Kiyoshima won that duel. Michael Ellie so close to bringing this back, but now they face an arduous task, an uphill struggle with slippery shoes, Dan.
Very slippery shoes indeed. At least Fox will pick up a kill, and so that's a little bit of damage, but you can't really expect too much to get done with just USPs just against the Titans that are EnVyUs, just mowing them down with the rifles into the bomb site as they take it away from this this G2 side. And indeed, EnVyUs looking to get up to 13, so it's going to be quite the climb. Quite the climb indeed for G2. How are they going to begin it, though? Their CT side is strong. And now, of course, they will get an opportunity to buy the AWP onto Fox and really get the grenades and rifles going. But they don't have many opportunities to make this work.
They have a 7-round deficit. Despite that, though, it's definitely possible for them to have some consistency racking up these rounds on the C2 side, but it has to start here. It must start here. Fox going to be on the AWP, of course, going towards the B bomb site with Jacob in tow. See if he chooses to boost him in. And it looks like a fast play from EnVy. They know what to expect from G2, and they know from Inferno that they want to have nothing to do with Fox.
And here it comes. They're looking to go for the push right now. As a nade does go in from Michael Ellie. He's kind of alone on the bomb site though. He does have a support from Carr, but it's easily smoked off. He could get isolated here, and he's going to be in hot water very, very soon as all these T's march into the bomb site. Apex is looking. He's hungry. There's number one. Dennis goes down. There's still more players to find. Apex gets himself number two, and that is a very strong site take here from EnVyUs. It's not going to stop Kiyoshima annihilating Michael Lele. It's just Jacob and Fox who remain here for the G2 side, and they are going to be running, but Happy, he's on the hunt. So JChem is just going to try to survive and get some kills. As he knows that EnVyUs, I mean, they got such a fast round there that they're absolutely looking for these frags. Nice frag from Fox, though. He's got to keep this AWP alive. It is incredibly pivotal. If they want to have any hope back in this one, the AWP must survive on Fox. It looks like he's good for this. Kiyoshima will be lurking, but I don't believe he's going to be on this angle. Indeed, so both players surviving there. Maybe they have something to work with after all.
No matter what happens in this match, I'm putting a Fox sticker on one of my AWP stand. That is for sure. 2 rounds away now, EnVy are from passing their stiffest test yet. Maybe not just in this match, but in recent history. G2 gonna be on the buy once more. The FAMAS is coming out, the 5-7 on terrain. Who's gonna get the first advantage though? It's the NBK spraying the smoke there, trying to make sure that nobody's going for any early aggression in mid. 2 people in mid for G2. Gonna be rotating one back towards A. And EnVy just expecting some aggression. You can see the passive positions they're holding, making sure that they're not losing any real estate there towards Squeaky, towards main, towards B.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Kenny can find a pick. It's a slow round from EnVyUs. We haven't seen a lot of the slow rounds from them. Definitely a bit cautious of what can be played out with the AWP in hands of Fox. But G2, they'll give up middle. They know that it's they have to let it go against the impressive force of EnVyUs. And looks like Apex is going to be going in here potentially for the frags. They're going for the B snap. Kiyoshima with the entry.
Indeed, there's one more person to contend with, and we all know who that is. Fox, though, gets taken out of position. There's enough players to trade here, and now EnVy re-smoking the CT area are going to have a strong hold. We've got Happy lurking in mid, so the CTs can't make it through to vent. They will know to look for it, but they'll have to win that duel as well. And indeed, Happy takes down Rain looking for the flank, and now it's 2 G players remaining. They've got 2 fast frags there. Kenny has to trade, and it's Dennis versus 2. Kenny getting a bit tagged. Dennis has made his way onto the site. He's got a defuse kit as well, but we've got Molotovs coming in to try and stop him from getting the defuse. Happy to take him down. Now EnVy have 9 match points. From the brink of destruction on Inferno, they've brought it back to this.
They've risen from the flames, absolutely. G2 in a horrible position at the moment. No money and no option if they lose this round. This all on these next rounds here. EnVyUs in the position to take themselves to the finals. A DreamHack Open, Cluj, Napoca, and what a finals it would be. But first of all, they've got to close against G2, and that has proved problematic in the past. We all remember Inferno, and we've got the 3-man push coming in. Michael Lele is going to get the frag off of that on the B storage, and NBK is going to face into 3 players. He's going to get shot in the back. This is unbelievable stuff here from G2. They're fighting. They are fighting with all their heart and spirit, and they're making it happen. Rain with the double there towards the A bomb site, and Kenny is now the last man standing. But can the most wanted man in France deliver damage here to G2? Because if he does, that's still going to be very, very important for EnVyUs.
Well, it looks like Interpol are closing in on his location. Slowly but surely, you can see Jacob coming through Squeaky. Kenny missing the shot there, but he's following up with the Tech 9, done a bit of damage. EnVy starting this round with 3 AWPs, wondering how much money they will have left at the end of it. So, G2 down but not out by any means. AWP picked up by Rain as well. Will be thrown over to Fox, one would presume. And now, I mean, again, EnVy started that round with 3 AWPs. Look at the money they have left following this. Their buys coming in, and if they lose this round, then their economy is going to be broken.
Absolutely. I mean, G2 have been doing a great job on inflicting economic damage, and they definitely have a chance. It is G2 after all. It's so damn clutch. And here it is. We got the play into middle, it would seem, here from G2. Some grenades, trying to make sure that they don't give it away to EnVyUs for free. But this is a fast round now into the A bomb site here for EnVyUs.
Dude, Makalele holding things down towards Forklift, but he's got 2 angles to hold. He's holding down the A bomb site. Kenny to trade. 4 versus 4 now as the whole CT side is rotating, but Happy is annihilating the entire economy. 3-man spray down, mouse one all day, 3 headshots for him. Only Fox remains now versus 4 players. He'll take one, and that's going to be that. EnVy will take it in one of the most difficult victories I have